My mom, God bless her, used to tell me when I first got my license, she was like, "Now whatever you do, don't you ever honk that horn." And I was like, "Well, why not?" She's like, "There's crazy people out there. If you honk that horn, somebody's gonna get out of their car and they're gonna shoot you."
Anger honking is an evil, evil act.
Anger honking.
Anything that is beyond what is the minimum required amount of honking in order to resolve the situation.
The really loud, hold the horn down, lay on it honk works 100% of the time. It's beautiful and it's safe.
At doing what? At pissing people off? I mean, it sounds like you're making an argument for like why you should honk. Nobody's saying you shouldn't honk. My whole argument is go ahead and honk. Just be like polite about it. Notify them. Give them a notification honk. Tap the horn. Say, "Hey, I'm here. People are waiting. You may not have been paying attention. I'm your buddy. Just giving you a heads up. Let's get going."
Well, I mean, we're in New York City right now, and in this office building, you can hear horns honking all day.
And it's infuriating. The ones out here, they just lay on them. You know
yeah,
this.
Yeah, oh, I've heard them.
Does it not drive you crazy?
I hear them all night.
And it drives you crazy, right?
Well, I mean, I personally think it's kind of funny. And so I used to never honk. My mom, God bless her, used to tell me when I first got my license, she was like, "Now whatever you do, don't you ever honk that horn." And I was like, "Well, why not?" She's like, "There's crazy people out there. If you honk that horn, somebody's gonna get out of their car and they're gonna shoot you." And this is, age 16 all the way up till I moved out of my parents' house, at age 35. No, just kidding, it was 22.
Well, you seem to have turned into this type of person who believes that anger honking is okay.
Well, yeah, so here's what happened is I lived in goddarn California. It was in October of 2014. I was the third car in a row of 3 cars, okay? We're waiting for the green left turn arrow. And the light goes from red to green, and nobody moved. But the light turned red again, and I'm like, man, what's happening here? And then the light turns green again, and nobody moved. What I'm saying is you don't know who's listening, and you don't know who's not listening. So I gave him a little toot, nothing happened. A longer toot, nothing happened. I decided to just go full on to real big toots until I get what I want. You know?
Okay.
And it's like, and then it works. It makes everyone on the road take stock. You hear a really loud sound, suddenly, no matter how interesting your Facebook is, you go, "I'm in a car." And then you look around. You're like, clearly something must be happening because that horn honk is too real.
So you're offering more a critique of just people on the road in general, particularly in New York, because I know, like, in my experience,
there's a reason for the anger that is the reason for the honking. Yes.
Well, okay, that brings up a really good point. I would argue that that when these people are just laying on their horns, that what they're really doing is expressing anger that's been pent up from the day or however long they've been doing this. When you release anger through anger honking, it's really like not good for yourself or the other people, because it's teaching you that like the proper way to get rid of all your frustration is to let it out, lash out at the rest of the world.
Here's the thing, I studied linguistics in college, okay? Cars, the honk is like the platonic ideal of language. Cars' language has one word. That word just so happens to be, ugh, right? That's the only word in their whole language. However, when you hear it loud, when you hear it out there, you can't forget, as a responsible person, as an optimistic person even, you can't forget that there are unhappy people in the world.
Of course.
And it's just basically every word of their unhappiness, every word of their argument is being expressed in this knife of a sound. We need to know that people are just not having it in this world.
We know this. There are social programs, important ones, counselors, hotlines.
You want to know what works a lot better than anger honking?
What?
Is when someone honks at you. Like this has worked like 10 out of 10 times. When someone anger honks at you, all you have to do is, like, the light's green, just open the front door of your car and put your foot on the ground. Just try that. Have you ever tried that?
So it's just more confrontation.
Yeah, except it's much more psychotic than honking.
All right. Well, this has been this week's episode of Carguments. Thank you for watching. If you enjoy this and or other Jalopnik-related fare, please be sure to check out our website, subscribe to our social channels such as YouTube and Instagram, and we'll catch you guys next time. Oh, and choose your honking choices wisely.
That light's green, his brake lights are still on, I get to honk.
Tim.
It's like getting a headshot in Counter-Strike.